Okay, I'm trying this again. The way that I used to do it is not working. So let me try this again and see if I can't get this to work this time. And I'm not sure if you've gotten my invitation or not. I'm trying to add you and it's not letting me. I know. What's happened? No? Nothing? Okay, well, Steve, I don't really know what else to click. I've clicked everything here and it's not letting me add you. I even have information on how to add somebody and it's not letting me do that either. I'm telling you, there's sometimes when Facebook Live just is annoying to me. Are you guys able to hear me at all? Can you hear me, Lisa? Can you hear me, Steve? Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to get started. I don't really know how to add you. This any different than the last time I tried. I'm going to keep trying and see what happens. And in the meantime, I'm going to get started. So, Steve, I know that you can't hear me right now, or maybe you can. Can you pick a number between 1 and 3, please? Right now, I'm going to do a drawing for my party guest who placed a $100 or more order on our last party. So, are you able to pick a number between 1 and 3? Okay, then I'm going to close my eyes and draw somebody's name out. And the person that's winning will actually win a free bottle of ginger. And Steve, I'm going to call you in just 1 second. I have to go get my other phone. And the winner of a free bottle of ginger is Brian Hudak. You're a winner, so you're going to get a free bottle of ginger. You were entered into my drawing. So I'm grabbing my other phone right now. And Steve, I'm going to call you. I know it's dark in my hallway. We have horrible storms down here, and I don't know if the storms are impacting my connectivity or not. But Steve, I'm getting ready to call you. So tonight, what we wanted to talk about was a ketogenic lifestyle. I know I'm on the keto diet for many months now, and okay, my apologies. I don't know, Steve, are you able to hear yourself now?
I don't know if I can hear myself. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, great.
I'm going to do a test run on my own Facebook page to make sure people can hear us so that we're not just talking to be talking. So bear with me a second.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, we can hear you. Okay, perfect.
Great.
So, anyways, my apologies. We're having some serious tropical storms here right now. Hopefully this is going to be the last of it. But just to show you, I can't even see out my window. It's coming down so hard. So I apologize for the interruptions. Hey, Tony, thanks for watching. So what we're going to talk about tonight is a ketogenic lifestyle. And what's important
Right.
to know about the ketogenic lifestyle is that it's there's been some science behind the fact that it does help heart disease, which may help with your body fat, your HDL levels, your blood pressure, and your blood sugar. Also, there's been some research done that it can support people with Alzheimer's disease. The diet may reduce symptoms of Alzheimer's and slow down the disease's progression. It also helps with polycystic ovary syndrome. The ketogenic diet can help reduce insulin levels, which may play a key role in polycystic ovary syndrome. Also has been known to assist with acne. So I do know a few teenagers that are on the diet, and not only are they losing weight and getting healthier, but the insulin levels and eating less sugar or processed foods sometimes can assist people in improving their acne. It gives you increased energy levels, and it can help with weight loss. So, the things that people always ask me are, what should I not eat? And basically, what you want to do is you want to reduce your sugars, you want to reduce your carbs, which carbohydrates are full of sugars. And believe it or not, those of us that have been around parents that have had heart disease and even people in my age bracket, you also want to increase your level of fat because fat burns fat. But you want to limit processed foods, vegetable oils, sugar-free diet foods are a big no-no. They're often high in sugar alcohols, and sugar alcohols can affect your ketone levels, which will affect whether or not you're in ketosis. Once you're in a level of ketosis, that's when you're at your optimal fat burning level. You want to stay away from beans, legumes, especially fruits, except you can eat small portions of any of the berries, the blackberries, the blueberries, the strawberries. I actually have one or two strawberries with heavy whipping cream that's been mixed with a tiny bit of monk fruit sugar, which is very low in carbohydrates. So it's absolutely wonderful. The phases of the weight loss in a ketogenic diet is your initial fat weight loss. That's your induction phase. And Steve, that's where I want you to share your story, because that initial phase in a ketogenic lifestyle can be really rough on some people. I know I tried it without the support of any Wakaya products, and I really struggled. And can you just talk for a little bit about our keto fuel and keto burn and how that really helps that transitioning phase that we're in?
Oh, absolutely. So it's real interesting. You're making me think about when I started the diet, and then when I started losing weight. I posted some before and afters, and several people messaged me and looked up the diet and tried doing it without just regular food, and they were calling me every 5 seconds, so they really had a hard time. As it's not an easy diet without our products, I would say. And what I like about it is, first of all, the shake tastes delicious. Okay, that's the big thing. There's no aftertaste, like a chalky taste, like a Slim Fast or anything like that. It's a really different kind of a shake,
Right.
and it really does fill you. And the taste, like so-called aftertaste, like there is not a bad one. It's like a good aftertaste. Like it feels like you just had like a ice cream sundae or something, right?
Yes.
Or ice cream, I should say.
Yes.
And that's what I like about it. The other stuff I've done in the past, here and there, the aftertaste tasted almost like chemical-like, because it was. And everything on the label of the shake is a food that you know. Every single ingredient, like you're like, okay, I know what that is, I know what that is, I know what that is. It's not like anything foreign, and you can cook with it, which is kind of wild, or even make ice cream with it, as you know. So that was the first thing, was I actually liked the product, and it was real food, and it was an easy, quick mix that was satisfying, tasted good, I'm not going to get bored with, and I can do on the go. Along with the burn, it actually kept me full and kept me focused and gave me the energy boost. I was like, oh my God. So to me, that was just like magical, you know. And I had never tried, and I've tried those different Slim Fast forms, things like that. Nothing like this that I've stayed on this long and haven't gotten sick of it.
Right. Well, you know what's interesting is the keto fuel can be sold in a powdered form where you can literally have a scoop in your early morning breakfast shake
Coffee,
or your coffee, which is my favorite way to have it. And
Sure.
you can also bake pancakes, cupcakes, ice cream. There's a million different
Right.
recipes on our support pages that you can use. I know I started the keto diet without any support at all, and the lack of support had me in a brain fog. I felt the little sugar roller coasters going because I went
Right.
from being a heavy carbohydrate person. I loved
The
Italian
keto
foods and
flu,
everything.
they call that.
Right, right.
Yep.
But the keto fuel changed that for me because it has the perfect macros, if you will. It has
Yep.
75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% carbs. So there is a little bit
Right.
of carbs in this, but it's not carbs that are going to put you on that sugar roller coaster. And that's what I absolutely loved about it. And then
Right.
our friend Vicky had said, try the burn capsule because I was losing weight, but not as much as I wanted to. I call these the magic pills.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about the burn capsules for a minute?
Oh, they're so great. I mean, again, it's like an all-natural energy booster that gives you focus. It's amazing. And I, like you, was nervous about taking it because there's a little bit of caffeine in it, and I haven't had caffeinated coffee in years because I had bled my stomach. So anytime I would drink coffee, my acid reflux would really activate, and I would also, because I was off of caffeine for so many years, really feel it not be able to sleep. Well, not with this product. I was just amazed. I mean, I sleep great. It gives me the right energy, and it keeps me full and full on for longer. And it's really something. I gave it out to some people, too, at different, well, I still do it all the time, that are not even on keto, and they can feel the difference. You know, because it's just an amazing product.
Well, the appetite control and the energy boost and the metabolism boost, which I did not think anyone at my age could ever have metabolism. I assumed we must have died when we hit our 40s. And that is just kind of amazing to me. And my biggest hesitation in taking these burn caps was in the past when I had tried other health and wellness companies, accelerated capsules or energy capsules. They're all called different sorts of things. But in the past, I've actually taken things like this from other companies, and my heart palpitated, it raced. There was actually one company stuff where I actually thought I was going to have to go to the emergency room because I absolutely could not get my heart rate down, and that was a little frightening to me. So I was really nervous about it. But the thing that's so interesting, is that I don't have any side effects from this at all. And my blood pressure, I've actually taken it before and after, and it really doesn't change any. So I'm extremely happy with the product. But the one thing that I tell people is when you're on the ketogenic diet, if you get into ketosis right away, and that's really kind of working out and depleting your glycogen in your body, it'll take maybe 2 to 3 days to move into ketosis. But if you're sedentary and you're sitting in front of a computer and you're exhausted at the end of the day and you're not really exercising much, it could take up to 1 to 2 weeks. Would you agree with that, Steve?
Yes. Yes, I agree with that. And when we started, we didn't have this new magical fizz. When we started the keto diet, that got introduced later on. And it's definitely, I think it took me a couple of weeks because I had so much stuff in me, if you will. And I also don't think I was following the diet correctly at first because it was brand new to us. So I was cutting out as many carbs as I could, but then I would get, like, let's say, cashews and eat the whole jar, and there's carbs in that. And I thought that was okay. And I still lost weight, but I wasn't getting that energy boost until I realized that that's not something you're supposed to eat a lot of.
Right. I know this product is a product I've recently decided to start using. It's called Keto Fizz. And the Keto Fizz helps accelerate and maintain your transition into ketosis. So I know sometimes, somebody told me that they were told if you keep it to 50 carbs a day, you'll lose weight. What I will tell you is that everybody is different. I think, Steve, you would agree with me on that. And I know you lucky men out there have that wonderful thing called testosterone, which helps accelerate your metabolism and help you lose weight more quickly. But for myself, I have to keep my carbs at 20 or less. If I eat 50 carbs, I might as well be eating 250 carbs. That's way too many carbs for my body to process. So, So what the Keto Fizz...
and the Keto Fizz, which you just mentioned, I was talking about too. I know that it kind of like puts you almost into ketosis within an hour, or kind of tricks your body somehow. I'm not really sure what the right verbiage is, so don't quote me. But I know it's another energy boost that feels amazing, and it tastes really good.
Well, it helps to accelerate and maintain your transition into ketosis. And one serving provides your body with exogenous ketone, and apparently that's the fat-burning ketone. Please don't ask me about the science behind it. All I know is it works.
And another neat thing, too, is our new Mineral Garden, which is like really great and really healthy for you. It's like over 50 fruits and vegetables, and they take all the sugar out. And that sort of tastes like prune juice, but it's great to mix that in the fizz so it actually tastes decent, and you're getting so many good nutrients that it's just really, really amazing. Amazing products.
There are 30 fruits and vegetables in the Keto Fizz as well. This tastes more like grape Kool-Aid, I kind of describe it. And what you do is you tear the packet off, pour it into your water bottle, shake your water bottle up, and you've got a delicious, refreshing drink that will give you that fizzy kind of a taste. Our newest product, the Mineral Garden, which I don't have up in my office with me right now, I have not had a single person not absolutely fall in love with it, but it's more like a thick 1 ounce serving, like a juice, and it has kind of a berry plum prune kind of a taste to it. And I tell people if they find it offensive, because you only need just a small dose to get all those fruits and vegetables, to mix it up with a little bit of water. I know when Bill leaves for work in the morning, he fills up one of those big containers with ice water, and he pours his little cap full of the Mineral Garden into his drink, and he sips on that all morning. He absolutely loves it. And you really do get a lot of fruits and vegetables that maybe you wouldn't normally be able to eat on the keto diet. And I know this is a mini version of the book, but when you order the Keto Fuel and Burn Caps as a set, you get this booklet. I was so amazed with how much wonderful information was in this 34-page booklet that really tells you the do's and don'ts. There's a way that you can track your journey in here. They actually give you a shopping list. We have several support groups on Facebook. If you're interested, reach out to Steve or myself or any of the other ambassadors that are sharing this video, because this is amazing. If you order the 7-day trial packet, they give you the little mini version of the same thing. It talks about the keto diet, how to calculate how many carbs, fats, and protein you're supposed to take. So, Steve, how much weight have you lost in the year that you've been doing this?
Over 45 pounds, and I've kept it off.
That's awesome. And I finally hit the 30-pound mark, and I'm so very excited about that. I like to show people my before and after. This was only after 25 pounds. So, and it's interesting because the photographs have the same, I'm wearing the same top, and it looks completely different on me because I'm not so bloated and inflamed.
Right.
Would you say that the keto diet is a tough one to follow?
Without our products, I really think it is. And again, I'm not being salesy here. I'm being realistic because, like you, I was introduced to this with the products first, that I wanted results for my health. And then I said, okay, you know what? I might as well become an ambassador, and I might as well get them at wholesale. And then, when something works, you naturally tell somebody about it, like a great movie, a great restaurant. You say, hey, listen, this is awesome. Go check it out. That really is how Wakaya Perfection is. It really, really is. But I can't, I can't endorse anything I don't believe in. It doesn't work for me. How can you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because people know when you're faking it, and they can tell by your, what's the word I'm looking for, by your conviction and your story. They just know.
Right.
You can tell, and everybody knows that. When someone's talked with, they're having great results and they're having the conviction that these products work. Well, it's not. It's real, and that's the difference here. You know what I'm saying? And that's really why I joined. And now I feel like, kind of like Blake, my upline says, this is like a mission, right? And we found some things that work so well that really help people in so many ways. I feel like it saved my life. Are hearing this, that check it out. I mean, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. They stick behind it, and guess what? If you can't afford, first of all, you can't afford not to try them if you're going to, work on your health. That's what I say. But if you really can't, you can always set up a party, okay, an online party, as you and I have done,
right.
And you can get free credit for free products, okay, and you can make money too if you choose. But let's say somebody says, hey, Melissa, as a lot of people said to me, I love what you're doing. I just don't have the $50 to even, do a week's supply. Well, let's have a party with you. We'll host it and do it even online, right on Facebook Live, and we'll run the flip chart through, and we'll give you the host credit towards getting free products. And if you want to, become I call it like a Costco membership, pay
right.
$49.95 for the year, and then it's like $35 to renew it each year. You're going to get everything at 20% off, and you can host the party. We'll do it for you with a flip chart, and not only do you get the free credit, but you'll also make money. So it's
right.
like it's a win-win situation. So there's no reason for people not to be able to afford to do any of this because they thought of all those things. And
right.
and what a phenomenal concept. And everybody likes free. Let's face it. Whether you want, I have a great balloon business. I run a balloon convention. I wasn't looking to do this, but it's so awesome, and it helps so many people. Like, why not? And we all buy things. We're all consumers, so it's like, why not get something free and help some people along the way? And why not make a few extra dollars? So, it all depends upon what you want out of it. But let's talk about getting you the products and trying the products, and if you don't want to do any of that, Melissa and I always have a party going anyway.
Right.
I'm already in the party business. I'm trying to train Melissa too. not my party business. The Wakaya party.
I know. Slow
that was a bad
progress.
Right.
Yes.
So basically, for the consumer, if someone wants to try $100 worth of product, they have this wonderful thing called a Wanaka gift, and those gifts are at a serious discount. So it's such a good deal, and many of the specials, not all, you can get them through the party, and then you get this Wanaka gift, which is a really reduced price. So it's kind of like double dipping. Even at that level, it's awesome. You're getting a good deal. Plus, you're helping Melissa or myself, whoever build their business. But it's a great way to try the stuff at a better deal. We all like deals, so that's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
so, many options.
I always tell people, because I started, I think you did too, Steve, because we're founding ambassadors of the health and wellness company called, again, Wakaya Perfection. And
right.
we both started with our ginger and turmeric, and people are like, oh, no. I already take ginger and turmeric, and it doesn't really help that much.
Not ours.
I just want to share, first of all, that this watch used to be tied around my wrist because of the arthritis and the inflammation I had in my body. Can you tell why people want to buy high impact Wakaya Perfection ginger and turmeric?
Okay, so I'm the poster child for this. as you know, and that's exactly what I got on first. So my story is I bled my stomach and vomited blood. It went through me in 2 different ways. I almost died. I was in the hospital with 2 IVs in me. It was the scariest thing I ever felt in my life. And they thought I either had stomach cancer / an ulcer. They didn't know what was going on. And they sedated me. I stayed overnight and all that. Got my blood flow back. And I had a hiatal hernia with a ring. And again, part of it they say was caused by pressure, probably from mouth-inflating balloons. Okay, but the other part was I didn't know I had acid reflux. I kept having heartburn, and who knows what you don't know? Okay, because how would I know? So it was from all the food we're eating, which is all messed up, as we know. And so I started Googling. Before that, I had to get on Nexium. They told me, you got to get on Nexium, because if you don't, you literally get stomach cancer, you can die. They scared me. And I was on it for 10 years. And, my dad passed away in 2007, and he kept saying, they're killing me with all these drugs. And they did. Okay, and a lot of the things that he was on now, they're saying that he didn't have to be on, because he had dementia and all these things that they were prescribing to him that were caused by the medications that he was on. So Nexium got sued, and there was a class action suit. I got a letter that said, if you were taking this, saying it's a superior product, yada, yada, it now causes bone loss and all these other things. And I was like, I got to get off of this. How am I going to get off of this? And I start behaving with my eating habits, because even though I had stopped coffee and I wasn't on soda, I still did certain things like pizza and certain things that, that I still was doing, even though, I felt, because I was sold on the idea of the medication, that I could eat those things if I took the medication, okay? Meanwhile, the medication wasn't doing anything to heal anything. So anyway, I started Googling about ginger and turmeric, and I went to Whole Foods and bought ginger and turmeric, cut it, made into a tea. It did do some justice with my stomach. So long story short, on how I ended up finding, Blake and the team I'm with here, is another little story. But with that said, when I found out it was ginger and turmeric, I was a fan, as I had been using it a little bit here and there based upon my research. And Blake was telling me that our ginger and turmeric has like 5 times the coumarin than any other on the planet, and explained to me how it's grown a certified organic island in Fiji, and that it's a whole root. It's a rare pink Fijian ginger and turmeric. I'm like, okay, I'm from Boston. We don't believe anything. It's just the story sounds good, right? So I'm taking it, and I'm taking as much as he's telling me to take. And this is before keto, the keto diet. So I'm at the Toyota dealership with my mom, and they're giving away free cups of clam chowder. Okay, and I couldn't eat clam chowder in like 15 years, because if I ate it, living in New England, you're kind of raised with it, right? It's not all the restaurants. But if I ate it, it was made with heavy cream and tons of butter, and my stomach would totally get bad, and I would have this bad acid reflux. So it's free. My mom was like, "It's free. Eat it." I'm like, "I'm not going to eat it." She's screaming, like, "Eat it and just shut up. It's free." I'm like, "Oh my god!" So I was all embarrassed. I ate it. I had no symptoms, and I said, "Okay." And I missed it because I love the taste of it. So I went out that week to 2 other restaurants, and I ordered it again. It was kind of like I was like a clam chowder newbie, right?
Right.
So I had no symptoms at all. So I called Blake, and I said, "Blake, I don't know if this is a fluke." These are the actual words I said. I said, "But I had no symptoms." He said, "No, Steve, it's not. There's a bunch of links to read on pubmed.gov. It's a really good website that actually breaks down facts of people's experiences." It's a medical website. And it says the only thing, or one of the 2 only things that heals and regrows the stomach lining is a ginger and turmeric with a high potency, pretty much. And that's exactly what we have. So then he was telling me, "Well, Steve, take the calcium better, and I play with that, because it's kind of like if you're driving your car, you run over a bunch of nails, you got to pull the nails out." And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So it pulls all the toxins out. And then the ginger and turmeric is like regrowing or mending those holes, I guess, right? And that's how I understood it. I said, that makes sense. And boy, did it make a difference for me. Now I take 8 to 10 a day, which is a lot, okay? But I feel amazing. And I still once in a while get some reflex, not a lot, okay, as I used to. I'm watching what I'm eating, okay? And if I ever do, or like, for example, we were on the cruise that we both qualified for,
Yes.
and I slightly went off my keto for a minute because I'm human, right? Things happen, and they were all calling me the keto police. I said, okay, I'll break down and have this pizza, and I knew I shouldn't have. I should have listened to them.
Right.
Okay, and I did, and I felt nauseous. So I took 2 ginger, and 15 minutes later, my stomach was fine.
Right.
So it's a huge help.
The reason that there's such a difference, I take 2 a day, and then on days that maybe I'm not feeling as well, I will take 2 in the morning of ginger and turmeric and 2 in the evening of ginger and turmeric. And I will say that the thing that really hooked me into Wakaya Perfections products was their cultivation and processing process.
Oh, yeah.
It's harvested and cultivated in 4,500-year-old clay, which allows it to take up more minerals and nutrients. There's no equipment, there's no pesticides, there's no chemicals that are put into the products that you're actually ingesting in your body. And
all hand-picked.
Yes, and then because the ginger and the turmeric are heated at such a low level, it does take longer to make our ginger and turmeric. And what that does is it preserves the nutrients that are actually within the plants. I mean, just like spinach. If you're going to flash fry spinach at a really high heat, the minerals and nutrients are going to be sucked out of it. So our ginger has 3 times more gingerols than anything else you can buy on the market. If you don't believe me, look at this, because this was tied around my wrist when I was taking other companies' ginger and turmeric. And our turmeric is 5 times stronger.
5 times.
And the cool thing is, I did a post below in Facebook earlier. Turmeric helps with hair growth. My hair has actually gotten thicker since I've done the Wakaya turmeric. And Wakaya's turmeric has all 3 curcumin components in it. Most of the products you buy over the counter don't do that. And then here's another thought. So when you go to Whole Foods or you go to Walgreens or Walmart or any place and buy their ginger and turmeric, do they pay you to talk about how great that product is to somebody else?
Or offer for free? No.
So
unless you send in a rebate.
Yeah, I mean, we get paid to share that, which is kind of amazing to me, and the payout is just unbelievable. We also have packages. So, like, if you really want to dive into the keto diet or the BulaFit system is what I like to call it, if you order the $500 pack, which is a lot of money, you're probably going to get over $600 worth of products. So, I say dive in. It doesn't cost very much to
or have a party.
Sell the product, or even have a party. I'll host them. All you have to do is just invite your friends.
Or me.
So it's just been an amazing journey. I've met so many people that have been on the keto diet. I know I'm a TBI survivor, and the brain fogs that I used to have, which was a consequence of being a TBI survivor, are virtually non-existent. Granted, I have them every now and then, but I just think it's just an unbelievable bunch of products. And if you are seriously thinking about going on the keto diet and want to dive into it quicker, you've got the Keto Fizz, you've got the Fuel, you've got the Burn Caps, you've got so many things that are just going to be so amazing to help you in that transition, because the transition is not fun. But I personally don't even feel like I'm on a diet, because how can it be a diet
I don't either.
if you're eating uncured bacon?
Yeah, and you're eating things you like. Right, exactly. Like tonight I had chicken with broccoli, and I'm dipping my broccoli in ranch dressing and Parmesan cheese. I'm like, oh my God, how could I not like that, right?
Right. How can it be a diet if you're using full-fat, grass-fed butter? How can it be that bad? Sarah said the turmeric and the ginger has changed her life. I agree with you, Sarah. It's changed my life in
Oh,
amazing
awesome.
ways. It makes me want to cry. When we bought this house in Houston, we had 17 steps, and I was actually nervous about walking up 17 steps every night. Yes, I'm older, but I'm not that old. And
You'll
now,
never be old, Melissa.
well, bless your heart. But now I run up and down the steps. I'm not in pain. I get up in the morning. It used to take me about 3 or 4 steps of toddling to kind of get the
Right.
joints moving. Now I get up and I just go down the steps normally. So if you're
Right.
watching this
Mel-
video, reach
Okay.
out to your friend that's in Wakaya Perfection and
Yes.
ask to host a party. Ask how you can get the products at an amazing discount. Just ask, because it's just an amazing journey. And I said today at a networking organization, what makes me different than anybody else selling you a health and wellness product? What I want is for you to have your health and wellness success like what Steve and I have had. That to
Yes.
me is the biggest paycheck that I can receive. The fact that I make money is just an added bonus. It makes me almost
Yep.
emotional to talk about how these products have absolutely changed my life. It's changed my friends' lives. It's changed my family's life.
Right.
It's just amazing. And I know
And it's
Steve.
going to change a whole lot more lives.
Well,
Melissa, I wanted to, if you don't mind me adding on to that, the other thing is, which folks should really check out, is the Magic Pill, which is on Netflix for free. It's a 90-minute documentary about this diet, okay, what's in our food, and it's also on Amazon for like 99 cents or something like that. And folks should really watch that. There's so many people that are understanding how messed up our food is, and that's the reason why the ginger and turmeric and the clay are so important first in step number one. Because if you're, like as Blake says, if your digestion is right, so many other things will be right, because our food is everyththing's modified, and
yes.
you can't eat organic every single day. It's impossible. So even if you're going out to eat, you don't know, like, you're getting chicken on a salad, you don't really know, like, if the chicken was, saying whatever, you just don't know. You don't know the vegetables, you don't know anything.
Right.
So it's a daily thing to take care of that, and that's why so many people, have gluten allergies and all these other things that mess with the food. So anyway, that movie is really, I think, a great eye opener and great credibility for what we're talking about, and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the Magic Pill movie really touched my heart, because there was an autistic girl there, a nonverbal autistic little girl, and they started her on the keto diet, and within weeks she was verbal. And so you have to understand that if it has that sort of an impact in your brain and in your physical health, and as our corporate leaders who are functional medicine physicians, people who have studied Eastern and Western medicine, we have an amazing wealth of people and information to help and support you. And by the way, if you reach out to Steve or myself or anyone else, it is a proven fact that if you have support, emotional support on your journey, that you will lose more weight. The ketogenic diet, people lose about 3 times more weight than they do on low-fat diets. So please reach out to us. We have a wealth of knowledge, and what we don't know, but we can probably find out the answers to you. So I don't want to take up anybody else's time, but Steve, thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't figure out how to get you to join me on this live. That was so frustrating.
No, it's fine, and hopefully people got something out of it. I want to say one more thing, though, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
I want to close it with something that just, really kind of hits me in a way because of what I do, but people can relate to this as well. So, sometimes people say, well, why are you doing that business? And I explain why just now, because of how the health benefits were for me and yourself and all that. But, any average Joe and anybody in entertainment like I am, it's like, wait a minute. People on TV, like all the sports people and all the stars, all the rappers, they're all endorsed by different products and become ambassadors of different things, because other ways for people to make money. Okay, what's wrong with that? You know, saying nothing.
Right.
So especially when something helps you. So people are really funny on their thought process with that, which makes no sense to me. But when something works, you endorse it, and hey, listen, whatever all those folks are doing, I think we might learn a lesson.
Yes, yes.
Thing.
If anybody
just saying.
If anybody is on this watching live and you've had a success story, I would love for you to share it on my Facebook page, because honestly, to my friends and my family, you really just to play with the phrase that I've been using in 2018. You just don't know what you just don't know. So try it. You'll like it. Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Have a great night.
Yes, you too. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Gula, which means to your health. Bye.